Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Cities Skylines Mass Transit in our new Ravenna miniseries. It's very exciting. This is episode number 14. We're going to do 2 more, maybe a third if we're having a good time and not quite done with what we want to do. But I wanted to start the episode on this particular shot, given that, well, we just saw the monorail go by. But the river settled down a little bit since we caused a little bit of a tumult when we... when we were setting this thing up. Actually, the water level seems to have gone down a little bit now. It's raining. Maybe it'll go back up. But yeah, we've got a very nice level canal. We have ferries going to and fro. Are they actually carrying people, though? No, not yet. But they will be, especially, I think, once we develop in this direction. So what I would like to do in the last 2 episodes of the miniseries, like I said, maybe 3, is I want to use this huge pile of cash. Hi there. Maybe we have a thunderstorm coming? Oh yeah, that's right.
Is battering the city.
So that's going to be happening. We're just going to let that happen while we're bulldozing a few things here. So yeah, what I'd like to do is spend this pile of cash that I have. I have 6 million, not dollars, but whatever that... What is that supposed to be? It's obviously not simoleons, because we're not playing SimCity, as I've remarked several times during the miniseries, but whoa, hello. Some of our skyscrapers are on fire on account of this, thunderstorm. That's not fun. It looks like our, hang on, we need to stop for a second to figure out what's going on here. So, yeah, these things have gotten destroyed. Let's go ahead and demolish that, and then reconnect this to the power grid. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this a little bit. Now, hang on, while this is happening, I'll unpause so that we can have lots of fun lightning. What the heck, what options do we have? Is there such a thing as like a lightning rod? No, these are just radio masts, which we already have one. But it looks like our radio mast has been knocked out. Yeah, it's currently on fire. So yeah. Poor fire department is going to be taxed to the limit to get this stuff fixed. Thankfully we have plenty of units, but we actually don't have one in... You know what? Let's give these nice folks here a fire department. They would probably appreciate that, all things considered. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, did I convert all of Barlow Hills? Oh, that's right. This is just the residential and commercial area. So we have some trains transporting people. We need to take the trains across here and have it reach the other part of the city. Yes, I've got it at speed 3 while we have this thunderstorm happening right now, just because I don't want to have to worry about this. And what's going on here? I will pause it for this. Sewage treatment. What? Why? Why? Is there still a power? Oh, son of a... Happened again. Can I not? There you are. Hang on. This is a little bit... Okay. I have to point to a very specific part of it in order to actually delete it. But hang on. Let's first go across there, and there, and there. This has happened to me a couple of times in Skylines. I'm not sure why this happens, but notice that trying to connect it causes it to actually destroy the existing line, which is very frustrating. Oh, wait. No. There. It worked that time. That's the strangest thing. Alright. Now they're at different levels and it just looks dumb. So, I have to fix it on principle. No, it's still raised. Whatever. Okay. Hopefully the ferries going under that line won't actually hit anything. So I think the thunderstorm just passed. No, it's still going. Oh no, a building is on fire. Man, this poor fire department. Look at all the ambulances, too. Put on speed 1 just to watch these guys react to it. Oh, okay. Well, that was quick. Good job, guys. You got 1 tree on fire, though. You want to take care of that for me? That would, or are you just going to run around like idiots? Oh, I see. It's not actually part of the, park. It's next door to the park. See, this is the park. That's just a tree that happens to be right there. So they're not able to get to it. So it's just going to sit there and burn until it, I guess, no longer... That's interesting. So how many people are on the monorail? 180. A lot of people using the monorail, and a lot of people using this intersection as well. Could be something that we could do there. But we're not going to work on it right now. Look at these high-rises, man. The city looks great. This is Speed 1. Here's a nice view of the central... drive. Part of me kind of wants to do away with the raised highway altogether, since we have the money to do it. But anyway, thunderstorm has passed. We still have garbage issues, believe it or not, despite the fact that we put several new... Is it the fact that we need maybe a new... yeah, I guess it's incineration is the issue. Now, where's our existing incinerator? We have a large one there. We could put an incinerator here. Would that help? I can't quite... Alright, well, let's tell you what. Let's do an incinerator. No, I don't need you to snap. I need you to... I don't need you to do that either. Can you stop? I just want to... Oh my god. Okay. I want it to be there so I can... There we go. No, not even... Oh, this game. I want it to be the right road type. Tell you what, let's make the road a little longer, and maybe then it will actually do what I want it to do. Snap to angle. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now you're letting me make a road there. Jesus. Alright, so there's that. That's all I wanted to do in the first place. Alright, let's turn on snapping as well. Because, I mean, generally that stuff is helpful, but sometimes, as you can see, it can get in the way. And now, let's put a large incineration slope. Slope too steep, it tells me. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so... Are you going to need water, or are you good? You're good, right? Nope, it's going to need water. Why do you need water if your function is to burn things? Just a question. It's not a serious question. I understand that there are people in the building that require water for various reasons. Bodily needs and bodily functions. But anyway, so also I think part of the problem might just be that it seems like some of the dumps over here are filling up, so that's why the incinerator's needed. Let's go ahead and put a few more dumps here to alleviate that load. It's a highly polluted area of town as a result. There's still an area of burning over here. So anyway, now that that's done, let's put it on speed 1 and start developing this area more like we've been planning forever. We have a residential area that, again, is waiting desperately for their trash to get picked up. But we're going to keep expanding it in this direction at the same time. So one of the things I want to do is I would actually like to give these guys an additional stretch of highway to use. And I think I might have tried this in a previous episode. I can't quite recall. But let's see. Do we want it to be monorail highway, or do we want it to be a... We can make it a 6-laner, but again, that wouldn't... I don't know that I want the monorail to go, or do I? Yeah, let's actually go with the monorail route, because there's not a 6-lane road that has monorails at the moment, unfortunately. So we can just do that. Also, hang on. Before I address that, what's going on with the... There are lots of dead people that aren't getting picked up. Do I not have a cemetery any closer to these poor people? Evidently not. So, why don't we do some crematoriums? Hang on, we could do a cemetery here between the parks, and it would fit like a glove. So let's do that to start, because I think that would just make people happy. And then there's a few spaces here. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at that. Because we got dead people galore, and I think actually a few people commented on it. So why not go ahead and have... We have like a crematorium row here. Actually, you know what? I may be able to do a full... Hang on. We're going to actually start developing in a second, I promise. I'm not going to go an entire episode without adding that stuff that I said I was going to. But... having paused for a minute... Also, I don't have a metro system at all. I was playing another city just offline. I was like, you know, I should probably do a metro in New Ravenna before the end of the series. That'd be fun. Plus, it's just such a central thing that we happen not to have at the moment. So, okay. So it's saying that. Excuse me. It's saying right now that the slope is too steep. I have no idea what just came out of my mouth. Let's have a quick. Look, where did that go? No, you, come here. What is the issue? Sorry, that sounded disgusting. I don't mean that something actually... I just don't know what that cough was, is what I meant to say. Don't know what caused it. Alright, so... why can't... Okay, so... It just can't reach that point, but it can turn there? Cities, you slay me. Okay, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's do some snaking a little bit. We should be fine. Yeah, there we go. That's what you could have done in the first place. Now we've got the crematorium row set up, and those dead bodies should no longer be an issue. We should see a bunch of hearses departing right now. Oh, yep, there they go. It's like an army out into that area. So that's going to improve the quality of life of a lot of these folks, and then hopefully the trash will also be a little bit alleviated from that. So the trash issue. So now let's go back to our... Yes, that's right. We had a massive slope here. That was the problem. So the question is, can we do... Yes, we can. We can actually do a road in the style of the others we've been doing. So let's do it. There's a bit of a slope. So some areas, we'll have to see how it works, but some areas might not do too well with it. And there's a high school there. So maybe we won't have it go there. We'll just have other buildings in this area. But I want to go ahead and let's expand it. What area do we want to fill in? I kind of want to fill in this whole space. Let's do it. Let's go for the moon. So that's 180. I'm going to keep that angle at 180 or so. God, look at the construction cost. Let's put it all the way out to there. Why not? We'll keep the simulation running too. Speed 1. Yeah, let's do that. Man. It's actually kind of a decent sized slope. And I mean, I could do this a couple different ways. I could delete that, and we could actually clear the hill, and so that way, or at least clear the part of the hill that the road goes over, so where the road would remain straight. We could take that route, and then we could have roads going. Actually, I kind of like the idea of having crossroads that go over the main road without necessarily connecting. Ooh, I like that idea a lot. So tell you what, let's actually do that. Let's pause to do that. No, let's not. I don't need to pause as much anymore. The city's well developed. It can do its thing while I'm doing mine. So, yeah, let's delete all that. And here's what we're going to do. Let's go to the terrain tools. And we definitely want to level the terrain. We want, yeah, that's like exactly the size brush that we want. And we want this level to be the spot. We want a little bit higher brush strength, please. Okay, it's not perfect, but we're getting there. Too much soil. Hang on. Gotta dump some soil here. Alright, let's do that. This giant soil pile over here. Alright, there we go. And keep going. That's my level. And look at that. Look at that. Now, it's not perfect. Yeah, so here's what we're going to have to do here. Does it soften? Just need to take this slope. I wish there was a way. Hang on. Secondary button for a strong effect. Interesting. So this kind of just takes that slope and reduces it a little bit. Now there's still more that we can do, I think. So let's use the level tool and maybe look at this. Because, yeah, right now, hang on. It actually raised the terrain to a certain extent, and that's not what we wanted. So now what I want to do is let's... Actually, that's not bad. The only issue is that garbage is piling up. Why? Why is garbage piling up? Explain this to me. We've got... Hang on. We have a bit of a crime wave over here, which makes sense. We don't have a police department in the area, so let's fix that really quickly by... We've got a couple of areas where one could fit. Why not have one here, right next to the crime area? It also seems like people are upset about health care, so where's the nearest hospital? A good ways away, so why not have a hospital right there too? Nice and accessible to you folks. Alright, so new hospital, new police department, right there at the roadside, and they can hopefully deal with crime in the area. Now, back to this. This is important. As soon as we get this road built, then we're going to just do a bunch of crazy stuff. Zone a bunch of things and just let it develop. That's the idea. We'll let the simulation run. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, I want that to be cleared out a little bit. There we go. Now this is the problem child. You right here. Yeah, alright, so I hate that it's... There we go. I think that's about as good as we're going to get it, because there is a natural slope. The other possibility is using this as the level and going all the way through, but that'll create a slope on the other side. So here is what we will do. We're going to go ahead and connect the road straight through. And like I said, we're going to have actual roads going over it. So there's still a little bit of a slope, but not as much as there was before. And now let's develop the crap out of this. There's still an area that's having trouble getting... you are really having trouble getting a trash vehicle to you, and I'm not sure why. Like, I mean, I really can't imagine why. Oh, does the incinerator's not actually going yet, even though it's not complaining about not having power. Yeah, it's not operating. Didn't give me an indicator that it needed it, but I should have known on account of that. So let's fix that. Is that close enough? Or is that? Yes, it is close enough. All right, so that should switch the incinerator on. Right? Come on, incinerator. I need you. You need to be helping me out. No, it appears to still not be functioning. What's the deal here? Operating normally. There we go. Showing crime by the incinerator. Alright, so hopefully that should help that situation resolve itself. Now let's actually develop, shall we? First thing I want to do, we have a couple of, we have some demand for office buildings. And I do want to keep rolling this back a certain amount. So let's go ahead and dezone and rezone that. And then we're going to just dezone this stuff. And then I might also move these. Because we've got a power plant. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and just move them straight up. They're going to get moved exactly 2 zones back. And they're going to replace some buildings, and they're going to have to deal. Can I put it there? No. But I can't put it here. There we go. Alright, so those buildings are going to go away, but then again, so will the pollution. Going to have a little bit less going on there in terms of... Yeah, that's kind of ugly. We need to raise that to where it's an actual just bridge. Might do that a little bit later on, but for now... What is happening? Seriously, what is it? Just these intersections preventing garbage trucks getting in? Oh my gosh, look at this. Yeah, that's totally what it is. It's this single road. Here's what we're going to do. They need a dedicated road on which to ride in larger numbers. And here's how we're going to make it happen. Let's have this come here. But then we're going to have it go underground like that. It's going to go all the way under here. It can go till about there. Alright, now the only issue with that is that... Hang on. I think I can make this work. So, let's add a bit of a curve to it. No, come back. Thank you. Sorry, this garbage issue has become a lot more of a thing than I thought it would be, and it's really maddening because I thought I had this solved, but it turns out these trucks are just getting backed up. And I can't focus on developing the city when there's that huge of a problem just sitting unsolved, you know? Not something I'm comfortable with. Space already occupied my ass. Give me a break. There we go. Alright, so now all of the trucks in this area have a way to literally go underneath as a means of getting into the city. And they're already using it. That's phenomenal. So let's actually go down and see them. Yeah. So, granted, the ones that are stuck in traffic can't do anything about it, but the ones that aren't stuck in traffic can now get out and actually access this whole area much more rapidly and get in and start picking up trash. So those guys are screwed until they can change their route. I might even do away with that bridge entirely. But anyway, that should resolve itself over time. Looks like we have... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. So we just need to make sure these guys are connected, not an issue. Anything else? Oh, hello. What's your deal? Electricity availability is really fluctuating. That's odd. I mean, we're going to have access to nuclear power before long, but... Okay, so before we end this episode, we've got a few minutes left. Let me set it back to speed 1, and actually, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, and develop this whole area. It's just this trash issue is madly distracting. So, let's begin with... just looking at a top-down view of all this. This can continue to be residential. I don't have an issue with that. So let's make this a full length. You know what? You just need to be a grid. I'm fine with a grid. You know what? No. Thank you. We're going to vary this up just a little bit. For purely artistic reasons. There's that. There's that. Oh, wait, no. The question is, do I make all of this residential zone, or do I keep an area for like schools, like for instance here? I might keep an area like right there for auxiliary buildings as needed. Let's go ahead and zone all this. We'll keep that for auxiliary buildings too. Haven't filled it in yet, but that's what it's there for. And then we do need, just thinking in terms of, hang on, we need this to, we definitely need this to connect in a couple of places. So let's go ahead and give these folks additional means to get in and out. Yeah, these connect, thank God. Not saying slope too steep there, but I bet if I remove this and do a crossroad like I was doing before, I bet if I just remove this and actually just let it connect in this way, it'll be fine. Yup. Some slopes are a little bit too extreme for that approach, but anyway, so there's that. And now we need to continue to look at where we can expand on the commercial zones, and we have demand for those as well. So, looks like these are roads with trees. Let's continue to add there. No. That's wrong. Oh, you know what we could do here? Interesting. We could actually have another wider road here. The way that this is spaced, it would fit perfectly. It would be kind of strange, but it works oddly. Wait, hang on. How well does it? No, it doesn't intersect that well. But it could work. Yeah, you know what? Why not do this? Yeah, it's perfect. Look at that. Alright, so there's a section of, looks like power line, that's the one I just set up, in fact, that I'm going to need to change. Now, right now, it's not liking that stuff. We'll deal with that in a minute. Keep a pause while I fix this. There we go. Alright, so that road's now connected, and I should be able to do the same with these fellas. Perfect. Alright, and now let's make sure that power situation is fixed, which it currently is not. Give me a second. That should be good. There we go. Alright, and now let's go ahead and zone heavy commercial for those. Maybe we can do additional commercial here, but it looks like there's an area that needs to be zoned office, so let's do that. And then we can go ahead and add across this road the same thing. So let's have... Let's see, we definitely want you, like so. Good. Alright, so it's giving me a little bit of trouble with the spacing of it, but that can all be fixed in a bit. Let's add the water lines. Also has the trash problem. Gone, for the most part, thankfully. Let's go ahead and add those water lines while I'm thinking about it. We still have this whole area we need to develop, which we will. Absolutely. But first, why are there still power problems? What is happening out here? Hang on. Will it tell me? Not enough electricity. Why? I'm seeing plenty. I'm guessing there's just momentary brownouts because of something related to the solar power. I mean, that would have to be it. Maybe if I just plug in another solar plant. I could put another one here. I'll just plug another one in for you. I've got the money for it. If that'll keep you guys powered, so you'll shut up and leave me alone, then by all means, let's stick with that. Alright, now we have those new commercial zones developing. We need new offices badly, though. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to pause for a moment while I fix this road problem. So we need that one to go across. We need... I would actually... I kind of like the idea of the monorail track intersecting with this. So tell you what, let's remove a stretch of this. And I want to see about this going across. So let's... First of all, do this. No. Do another part of it. And do that. And now the question is, will it allow us? Yes, it will. It'll do that. So now I want you to have monorail tracks. And then let's go ahead and add monorail tracks like so. And then here's the moment of truth. Will it let me... Oh! Magic. Alright, that's gorgeous. And now this just has to connect here, which it totally can. Oh, look at that intersection. Beautiful. It's going to be a crazy intersection, but it's pretty. So now we can have additional industry here. Let's turn the simulation back on. And let's go crazy. Nice. We are officially, a colossal city. We have access to nuclear power. We can also build a cargo hub. Let's take a quick look at that before I end the episode. I'm going to pause and see what that's just given us access to. Let's see, cargo hub, train station, train terminal, cargo harbor, cargo hub. Okay, so we don't actually, I don't think we're going to be able to use this given that we don't have access to anything out there, but hang on. We can get a little bit closer to the water, but this particular map doesn't actually bring us all the way to the water. So, so we can't actually, like, reach the ocean in any way. I thought that dish was like an indicator. It was just pointing right towards me. I was like, man, that's a big status indicator of something. But yeah, we have access to that, and we have access to nuclear power, which is pretty damn great. This thing generates 640 megawatts as compared to the 160 megawatts of the solar power plant. So high water usage, obviously, for the nuclear power plant. So we're going to put one of those in place next episode. But before I cut the episode, though, we're 31 minutes in. I want to spend a few more minutes actually doing this industrial zone development here. I don't want to skimp on this. We spent so much time on the trash stuff this episode, kind of unexpectedly. So there we go. All right, that's set up, and then let's also get the 6-laner running all the way out. Just with grass, that's fine. Perfect. And then you can go here, you can go there, and you can go there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's not perfect for all of these zones, but it's pretty damn close. There we go. Amazing. All right, so I kind of want to have all those be offices. Let's do it. We've got some educated citizens, so let's just go ahead and add them in. And then the last thing we need to do is make sure that that area is watered. That, thankfully, is doable. I'm going to break the grid pattern a little bit there with a little bit of a diagonal. I know it's a very uncommon thing in this city. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and stop this one here. We have already reached a population of, looks like we're moving towards a metropolis. We've reached a population of 50,337, which is not bad. And we are going to continue to add residential areas. And then one thing I would like to do in the next episode, and possibly a 16th bonus episode, is do a whole bunch of development over here. Now that the trash problem has finally been solved, seems like we have some dead body issues over here, though. We'll have to take a look at that. We can do a ton. We can just queue up a lot in this area, and I would like to add an extension of our canal, which is flooding a little bit. Thankfully, we've got this. I mean, we have the canal. So this is, I guess that's just the issue with having the river, here, the lip of the canal this high, is that sometimes it'll just send a wave down like that. But we have the flood banks set up, I think, ideally for that. But anyway, I'm going to stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are going to be coming out every other day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Well, the next episode might be the last. The 16th might also be the last. I tend to do 15-episode miniseries, but definitely stay tuned, especially to the 6 p.m. slot in the future for more Cities Skylines content coming out in that one as well, because that's just a general simulation, sci-fi, and survival time slot, kind of a variety time slot, if you will. But I've been wanting to bring City Skylines to it for a good while. We might continue this series in one of those, or this city, or we might do a new city with some of the stuff that I've learned in this one, because it's definitely been a learning experience, particularly with this this beautiful highway that we have. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.